After Air Force, Indian Army may acquire 39 Apache helicopters to enhance firepower at Pak China borders. The Indian Army is planning to pitch for acquiring a fleet of lethal Apache attack helicopters in a key meeting with Defense Minister Arun Jaitley scheduled this weekend. Highly placed sources in the Army told Mail Today that the combat helicopters for its aviation wing will enhance the firepower of its strike forces along the borders with China and Pakistan. Aggressive air support is crucial for advancing ground troops in a short-term strike. The Army wants the latest version of the American Apache 640 attack choppers from the U.S. through the foreign military sales case for its aviation arm, the sources said. The Army seeks to buy 39 units at a cost of more than Rs 12,000 crore. If the procurement gets the ministry's approval, it will make the Army one of the biggest operators of these choppers in the country. The Air Force recently finalized a contract for 22 of these flying machines. The Army has been in a bitter tug-of-war with the Air Force over the control of attack helicopters, for it feels that its own personnel flying the choppers would be in a better position to help ground forces during a conflict because they understand land warfare better than the Air Force personnel. IAF does not want to share. We had requested the IAF to give the 22 Apaches to us, but they did not agree. Even the proposition of sharing 50% of these assets with us was not agreed upon by them, an Army officer said. About the plan to acquire 39 choppers, the sources said the choppers would be divided into 3 squadrons of 10 each and would be deployed along both the China and Pakistan with the Strike Corps. The Army is in the process of modernizing its chopper fleet as it is leading the acquisition process for procuring 200 camouflage choppers for itself and the Air Force to replace its fleet of vintage Cheetah and Cheetah helicopters for operations in high-altitude military bases. The Army has already placed orders for a number of indigenous attack helicopter variants, which will include around 60 Rudra helicopters, which are weaponized versions of the HAL-made ALH Dhruv choppers. We would also be the biggest operators of the indigenously developed Light Combat Helicopter, LCH, being developed by the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, as the 97 of them would be deployed with different corps headquarters, the sources said. Based on a study by a recently retired Director General of Military Operations, DGMO, it was felt that the force required at least 3 squadrons of these advanced Apache helicopters with the Strike Corps with 3 choppers each, with every squadron as reserve. The Army operates a larger fleet of light utility choppers than the Air Force and has been asking for control over medium lift and attack choppers since the 1990s. In 2012, then National Security Advisor Shiv Shankar Menon decided that all future acquisitions of attack choppers would be for the ground force. However, the IAF refused to part with the Apaches, saying it had started the acquisition process before 2012. The IAF already operates 2 squadrons of the Russian-origin Mi-25 and Mi-35 attack helicopters, which are deployed close to the front lines on the Pakistan border and frequently take part in war games with the Army. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.